Now, I've received a minimum of 23,645 requests to make this tutorial, so today, boys, here we are. And not only that, but stick till the end of the video, and I'll share some trade secrets to help you get unstuck if you encounter any issues along the way. So, let's dive in and unleash the full potential of your Quest 2. Whoa, easy there. Before we get started, there are 3 things you're gonna need. First, make sure you have the mobile VR Station app installed on your Quest 2, and if you don't, go ahead and open your Explore icon in your Oculus menu and search for, you guessed it, Mobile VR Station! Next, ensure you have the game you wish to mod installed on your headset, and in this example, we'll use the relatively unknown indie title, Bone Lab. And now, go to your Quest app library and launch Mobile VR Station. When you launch it for the first time, you might receive a pop-up asking for permission to access your files, so make sure you click Allow. Now, not trying to brag or anything, but mine doesn't appear because I've already gone through this process, no big deal. Once you've entered the VR Station realm, there are a couple of initial steps that you'll need to take before you can download and install any mods. I know, it's okay, I said it's okay! The first thing you're going to want to do from here is navigate to Android 12 Android Fixes. Click on it and enable Manage All Files. You'll receive a pop-up that may or may not show up on my recording, but just go ahead and allow access by checking the appropriate box. Now we're going to put on our hacker hats and change the location to which your games and mods are actually saved to on your Quest headset. So next, go to Local Files, All Folders, Android, and then Data. From here, navigate to Scoped Storage Action. Now, this will be a 3-step process, okay? Step 1, request access. Step 2, apply. And Step 3, verify. So go ahead and start by clicking Step 1, request access. And you'll see a pop-up displaying various folders. Choose Use this folder. Now a permission box is supposed to pop up, but there's currently some kind of weird glitch where that pop-up is just invisible, which as you could see has happened to me, and if it happens to you too, don't even sweat it, dog! I got you covered. Simply click the bottom right corner of the 3rd row to ensure it's selected. Now this is actually where the accept button would be if it actually showed its coward face. Now press the home button and close out of this screen to go back to the previous one, and then click Step 2, Apply. Now don't be alarmed, this is supposed to result in a black screen. During the black screen, hit the Oculus button to go to your Oculus Home. Then return to Mobile VR Station, close the pop-up if one appears, and then use Step 3 to validate that everything you just did wasn't for nothing. If you see a long link/file directory like this, congrats! You, sir or madam, are now done with the setup. Now, this next part isn't really necessary, but if you want, feel free to click on Switch to Scope Storage just to check out all the files that are already installed on your Quest. Now, let's move on to downloading mods. Open the web browser on your Quest and visit mod.io. And don't you dare even think about putting a .com after IO. You hear me? From there, click Integrate your game, and then on the next page, click For Players. Scroll down until you find the game that you want to mod. In this case, it's Bone Lab. On the game page, scroll down the list of mods to find one that you want, and ooh, let me scoop this destructible prop pack, actually. Now this next part's important, okay? So take off your hacker hat and put on your listening cap. Make sure you download the Android version, as the Windows version might literally break your game, and you know, it might also cause your headset to weld itself to your face, permanently adding a new organ to your head. Okay, you got all that? Good. Click Download File. If you don't see a download process pop up, give it some time to complete, and then we'll move on to the next step. Oh yeah, now we're getting to the good stuff. Now go ahead and relaunch Mobile VR Station, and then once you're inside, go to Local Files, and then click Downloads. Here you should see the mod that you just downloaded, so go ahead and click on that, why don't you? Then click on this silly goose right here, Install Mod Scoped Storage. Choose the game you want to install the mod to, and now click on OK, and if you want to save some space, you can go ahead and delete the zip file. And now it's time to see if it worked. Oh boy, I sure hope it did, although it wouldn't be the first time I was a worthless piece of... Anyway, to Bone Lab we go! Alrighty, once you're inside Bone Lab, it's time to test your fate. If your mod is a spawnable one like mine, whip out that sexy little spawn gun and unveil your destiny. If it's a level mod, open up your menu and go to levels to find it. Now, sometimes it might take a moment for the mod to load after spawning in, but voila! There you have it. A thrilling modding experience in Bone Lab that will surely elevate your gameplay to a whole new level of war crime. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, so as promised, here are some troubleshooting tips should the forces of evil block your progress. Now, when setting up VR Station, if for whatever reason you don't get the permissions pop-up or accidentally denied it, no worries! Just go back to your Oculus apps and click the little ... next to the mobile VR Station app. Then go to Permissions and enable storage permissions from there. Also, after you get the black screen during the access storage phase, if you run into a little oopsie daisies here and aren't automatically returned to mobile VR Station, just try restarting your headset and starting over. Then press the home button again, open mobile VR Station, and now you should receive that pop-up confirming the success of the process. And now, when setting up scoped storage, if you have any trouble with the apply step, just make sure you're hitting the Oculus Home button as soon as the screen turns black. This should bring you back to your Oculus Home. Also, if for whatever reason you're having trouble finding mobile VR Station on the Quest store, you can also open your web browser on your Quest and go to applab.games and download it that way. And honestly, if you run into any other issues throughout this process other than the ones we just went over, first ensure that you have a decent internet connection. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. And then go ahead and restart your headset. And you might even want to go ahead and just restart the whole tutorial, because I promise you, if you follow it step by step, it is guaranteed to work, okay? I mean, I just showed you video proof.
If I can prove that I never touched my balls, will you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
Okay, I'm not deep faking here. If you found this video helpful and are like super into VR, feel free to subscribe, if it's not too much trouble, just at least to show YouTube that my channel doesn't belong in a dumpster. Also, thank you so much to my almighty members, which you can become a part of by clicking on the join button next to my channel name right under this video. So, special thanks to Tiger Ray, Footage Found, Hunter MVPs, Nolinsky, and last but certainly not least, Blaze. So, thank you to my members, and thank you all for watching until the end. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been Harknesius. Peace!